Good day, Methodist Dave here, professional theologian and Bible teacher and trophy husband. I'm here with our daily devotional for Monday, March 23rd. Chapter 23 in the book of Proverbs, verse 4. Do not wear yourself out to become rich. Be wise enough to restrain yourself. This morning I was watching a podcast, Finding God in the Dark. It is a Methodist perspective on cinematography and film. And they were discussing the movie Citizen Kane. And I thought this was very appropriate to this passage here. Charles Foster Kane is a young man whose mother winds up with a gold mine and to settle a debt. And it turns out the gold mine is a hit. It's loaded. And the family becomes fabulously wealthy while she transfers the entire wealth to a trust for her son. And since they're living in the Wild West, this is in the 1800s where the story begins, she wants him to grow up with the finer things of life. So she wants him away from his abusive father, and she sends him out east to live in Philadelphia with this rich banker who will be his guardian. And Kane grows up, getting kicked out of school after school, finally graduates college, or I think he gets kicked out of college too. But at any rate, he finally reaches the age where he inherits his wealth, and he buys a newspaper and begins this newspaper empire, and he increases in fame and fortune until he owns newspapers around the world. And he builds this massive empire, works all the time, gets married, has a son, but because he's working all the time, he ignores his wife, and they grow distant, and their relationship splinters, and he begins this affair with this street singer, Broadway, off-Broadway showgirl, and begins an affair with her, and his marriage comes to an end, and he gets divorced from his first wife, so he marries this new girl, and that doesn't work, and they get divorced, and he builds this castle and fills it with magnificent art. He builds a opera house, all the while trying to show how powerful and rich and what a great guy he is. And the end of the movie, what's the beginning starts with the end, but in the end of his life, he is alone. He dies alone and unloved. A tragic end. Now, not everybody is going to have that kind of an experience, but I think a lot of people work all the time to the neglect of their family, trying to get something they think is going to satisfy them, and it never does. And finally, when they get to their goal, like Cain, it doesn't satisfy. This isn't what I was expecting. I was expecting to be fulfilled, and they're not fulfilled. That's the tragedy. See, we were made to be in relationship with one another, to be in relationship with God, and to be in relationship with one another. If you look in the book of Genesis, it says God creates the heaven and he makes man and puts him in this garden, and everything is very good. But then God says that there is something that is not good. It's not good that the man is alone. People need other people. So it's okay to want better for your family. It's okay to work hard and build something, but not to the exclusion of everything else. That wealth, that power, that doesn't love you. Your wife, your children, your husband, your friends, your family members, they love you. Focus on them. If you have a question about this or any subject, I dare you to ask me something that stumped me. I dare you, I defy you to ask me a stumper. methodistdave@gmail.com. I'll wait to hear from you. Please hit the like, share, and subscribe. Until tomorrow, be good to one another.